The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Right to the air is Rodgers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucs and Cards from Glendale. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Packers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too... He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. That swung out to Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
A 6-yard loss. It's fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones from 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Dolphins nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for
Now
Green
after the
Bay.
touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown, and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On play action, Rodgers eluding the... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Over the middle, incomplete to Waddle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Oh, he fakes a spike to a hit, and the ball is out, and the Packers pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Finding room at midfield. That one good.